Alright, what's going on, chat? hate this map. This is probably the worst map in this game.
Mover here!
Hard point. Go time. Capture the objective. Hard point is secure. Hard point is in.
Yeah. Reset the Xbox real quick. Go for it. Excuse me.
I think I want to do like a buttery yellow and try to do, I don't know, I'll see. Okay, I want to figure out.
Black Ops 6, Mikey M4V7. You asked me a question. Yeah, my chat, like I'm delayed a little bit, so questions can't be answered super fast. What's up, Justin? Long time no see, fella. I posted a video today. I don't know if you saw that or not. How you been, man? It's been a while. Pretty excited. My new mic is coming in tomorrow. Report me to TikTok. Okay, buddy. I don't know, I got a troll in chat. He's bullshitting. Yeah, I hear you, dude. I started a new position today, actually, for me. Been working a lot lately, but I was actually sick again. I know. I think the last time that you were in my stream, I had the stomach bug, and then I got strep throat after that. which surprisingly I didn't feel super sick, but I was running a fever, which is surprising because I was running a fever and I didn't feel terrible, but I did have strep throat. And I had like really bad like heartburn for a few days. I don't know if that like it kind of hurt when I swallowed, but it didn't feel like it in the back of my throat, if that makes sense. I don't know. I felt weird for a few days. I think when I got that stomach bug, I think it just kind of like that
You
whole
ate something too.
do what?
You said you ate something too.
Well, it's when I had that longhorn,
Oh,
like I
that's
ate
right.
it right before I went to bed and it kind of screwed me up. But I think it was a combination of just already being sick before that and then it kind of parlayed into it. Yeah. I'd much rather be felt how I felt when I had strep throat rather than that stomach bug, because dude, that stomach bug was no joke. Like I haven't been like like throw up kind of sick in like a very long time. Like I've thrown up a few times here and there over the last few years, but I felt like I was like always sick when I was in not always sick, but I was like sick pretty often and in like elementary school. And like as I got older, like my immune system like built up and I was never really sick like ever from like middle school to high school. I felt like when I first started elementary school, like I was sick like not all the time, but pretty more way more often than I was when I got older, if that makes sense. But I mean, in theory like that does make sense cuz I got, like your immune system builds up and stuff like that. So you're not around all those nasty ass little kids. We were all nasty ass little kids at one point. I love my daughter more than anything,
She's
but she's pretty nasty, man. And my nieces, pretty nasty. I've been around children my whole life. I was once a child, and I feel like I can say children are really fucking nasty, dude. I love kids. Like, no, I'm not trying to sound weird or anything like that. I've always been like, I've been around children and like kids my whole life. Like when I was like 6 and 7 years old, I was holding like my cousins and stuff, and they were like little babies and stuff like that. That's gonna sound really bad. I said I love kids, but like I'm not the type person who's like, oh, I hate kids or anything like that. Because there's those people out there like that, and like whenever I meet someone who's like I hate kids, like I immediately kind of like look at them
Free
differently. I'm
for all.
like, what's wrong with you? Like children can be really fucking annoying. Don't get me wrong. Like I have a daughter. Like they can get really fucking annoying, but I think that kids are really like honestly um like the silver lining in like life really. Like having a family and stuff like that. That's what everybody should have. Now, obviously not everybody can have kids. And I feel really bad for those people, but I do think that that's kind of like one of the coolest things you can like really do is have a family and have kids and stuff like that. Raise a family and stuff like that. I keep saying stuff like that, but you get what I'm trying to say. I will say, no bullshit, it is really fucking humbling to have a child, bro. Your patience will be tested more than anything you've ever experienced in your life. Holy shit. And it never ends. It's like a constant game every day. And now, like, my daughter's starting to get to be to that point where, like, she knows, like, she doesn't know right from wrong yet, 100%. But she's starting to learn right from wrong. Like, she knows how to test our limits. Like, she'll smile when she's doing something she's not supposed to. She knows what no means now. And she'll laugh, like, when we tell her no. She's starting to get to that point where she's like, really testing limits and stuff. It's really funny, and it's hard not to laugh at, but there are times when it's really frustrating because it's like you're trying to walk out of the room to go and like take a shit for like 2 minutes, and you can't even trust that she's not gonna like light the house on fire or some shit, or like fall down and like bust her noggin or something like that. Like again, no bullshit. Children are like really. Like, they're like walking little death traps for themselves. it's hilarious, but it's also like really scary at the same time. What? Yeah, it is definitely the most fulfilling thing in my life for sure. Like having a kid, having my daughter for sure, watching her grow up and stuff. It's crazy, man. Got to get yourself a lady friend, Justin, and get you a little one running around, man. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if he has a girlfriend or not yet, but like either way though, get yourself a little lady friend, or if you do have one, then get yourself a wife them up, make some babies, man. But also, you know, take your time and do what you want, of course. I think that's obviously like the most important thing too. Making sure the time's right. And I will say though, I don't think the time is ever right, honestly. I think it's like when it comes to having kids, you just kind of gotta like nut up basically. Put your big boy shorts on or big girl pants on, and you just gotta kind of like get to it, because there is no if, and, or buts at that point. Yeah, man, I think you'll find someone, dude. In due time. It always takes time. It's not something you ever really want to rush either. Like I've come to realize, like, good things come like when you're patient and you wait for it, and like you won't, like, it'll come at a time when you're not even expecting it, dude. That's honestly the best time for it to happen for you, I think. God, this damn fucking fly is annoying the hell out of me. But Justin, you're a stellar fella. You'll find yourself a lady friend, I believe. So, like, when is your guys, like, heavy season, or not heavy season, but, like, when is it, like, you guys, like, yeah, I guess, like, your season start, like, when, like, stuff, like, it's, like, super busy at your work, Justin? Like, I assume it's probably, like, Thanksgiving to Christmas. I hear you, dude. Oh, yeah, I hear that. I gotcha. Yeah, I figured it was probably from, like, Thanksgiving to, like, beginning of, like, the new year. I worked at a UPS, like, packaging store for, like, a seasonal, like, term, basically. It was crazy. We did a lot of shipping. We were just a small store. But dude, if you have some time, man, you should check out that video I posted today. Tell me what you think about it. Took me like forever last night to record my yes, I did work partially through COVID, like through like the second half of it. During like when COVID first like got really poppin', I I was doing DoorDash a bunch, and then after like the middle portion of COVID, I was working at a car dealership. I was like a valet, like moving cars and stuff like that. And we had a bless you by the way. We had we had like a temperature check person. It was mostly just a girl. We called the job description was literally called a temperature check girl.
Explain the connection between you and Ryan, who that girl
But Madison, my wife, she actually had a friend that or who was her roommate that I worked with.
who was the temperature girl.
Who was a temperature check girl, funnily enough. It wasn't just her though, there was multiple like temperature check girls, but that one in particular, she was not the nicest.
Domination.
But, you know.
Secure the objective.
None of them were really nice, to be honest with
Zone
you.
A secure. We've taken
They
the
were all
lead.
kind of
Stay on target.
bitchy, to be honest. They didn't really like doing their job.
We lost
They
B.
really just kind of sat on their phone and did nothing all day. I mean, their job wasn't really that tough in it at all, though. They just kind of had to check temperatures. But it's like, majority of the time, like,
Taking
the
Bravo
valets
underway.
ended up having to do their jobs for them because they were all bullshitting. That was a very interesting job. That taught me, like, the workforce is literally kind of like high school 2.0, basically. Super clicky.
We're losing Charlie.
People do crazy shit. Or very childish. It's very funny, to be honest. My new job is a lot more regimented in terms of like you can't really get away with as much stupid shit like that job. That job, like, we actually like just didn't like. There was like no order like at all in that job.
They're taking C.
Whereas where I'm working now, like, you know where I'm working, Justin. I don't like to say it specifically on stream just because like, I don't want to know. I don't want to dox myself, basically. But the job I work at now, it's a whole lot more like
We've given up the lead.
corporate for sure, but definitely a lot more like trying to play Call of Duty and talk at the same time is not easy at all.
Locking down Bravo.
This game takes all of my fucking brain cells.
B secured. Losing B.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot more corporate where I work now, for sure. I mean, it is like a corporate company, but it's a lot more ordered and, like, structured is the word I was looking for. That was nice. Whereas that car dealership is an absolute joke of a job, to be honest with you. Like,
Deploying arcade.
We've claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
Like, I'm trying to remember what it was. There was like this older dude who was like, he
Losing Bravo.
had to have been like I'm trying to remember what he did. But he was like goodness gracious, he was like the finance
I need eyes
manager.
overhead.
This dude probably made like $200,000 a year easily, and he had a whole like family, like wife and kids, but this dude was having an affair with she had to have been maybe like 30 years old because she was an accountant, but she was like
Losing B.
she was pretty young, but she was not as old as this guy was probably in his like
Losing Bravo.
early 50s, like late 40s. And like just like we've like I mean it basically like everybody at work knew about it because they were like pretty openly like flirtatious and like touchy. It was pretty funny to be honest with you.
Because imagine
It is sad.
it's like, he's like so
Yeah. They weren't
Losing
just
B.
flirting, they were doing other crazy stuff too. For sure.
Losing Bravo.
And like my manager, he was a really cool guy. He was really cool, but he was fucking crazy. He was he literally was like taking shot, like our job was centered around moving cars, like, and making sure that our cars, like the cars were, you know, obviously put in the right places, you know,
Hostile counter UAV
having
established
shipments
above.
of new cars shipped into
Enemy
the store, and this guy
UAV inbound.
oversaw like all that shit basically. And he was like, those like little like airplane shooters that you get like that people like drink before like they go on like an airplane ride,
Bravo
and
lost.
just like even before they go out to party and stuff like that. Like this guy would literally like be drinking like in like the cars, like in the lot and stuff. It was insane. I just felt like I was, yeah, with her roommate,
Tackle.
my wife's like friend slash roommate.
Securing B.
But she was one of those like pick me kind of girls that like, she was like your typical like blonde, like
Taking B.
gets a bunch of attention, cheerleader type that like,
But she also went through something really hard.
I'm not gonna talk
Taking
about that.
Bravo underway.
Yeah, but nobody, Justin
Bravo
doesn't
is
know
on.
her, and nobody that knows her is watching. That's dope. Congrats to her. Big ups. Graduating from UGA is not an easy thing.
Losing Bravo.
Doesn't take back that she was not really nice to me.
She was an interesting character.
She like openly talked about how she was like taking advantage of older men and like stealing their money and like having them like take her on dates and stuff. And
Right.
very typical for young ladies that age. Especially like her, ones that get like a shit ton of attention. Because anytime that like any dudes at our work, like she had them all, other than me, like I didn't really like her at all, and like her and I didn't really get along. I didn't hate her or anything like that, but like we didn't like. I remember the first day that I worked with her, I introduced myself to her, and she was a straight up bitch to me. Because like I'm a super polite guy, like doesn't matter like who you are, like I'm gonna introduce myself to you and be like, hey, what's up? Like my name's Chase, and like just, you know, I'm polite and I'm respectful because that's kind of like the way that my parents taught me to be. So like, you know, that's the way that I am. And she was on her phone. Of course, it was probably like Snapchat or Instagram or something like that. And she like didn't even like acknowledge me. And I was like, okay, all right, well, I guess that's who this chick is. I'm not trying to be mean or talk shit about her or anything like that, but I mean, she wasn't the only one that was like that. Most of the girls that like worked with at my job were like that, and like.
Securing B.
There are a lot of people like that for
Locking
sure.
down Bravo.
It's not even like the moral compass thing for me as much, Justin. It's more or less like the people who think that they're like better. That's something that really pisses me off. It's like, you're no better than Johnny from down the street. But certain people just think that they're hot shit. And it's one of the most like frustrating things for me as a person, I feel like, to deal with. But you know, that's just the world. Thankfully, my new job, I pretty much like all my coworkers for the most part. They're all pretty cool. Really dope for the most part, except for like my old boss. Like, she's not my boss anymore. She just wasn't the nicest lady. Wasn't too big a fan of her. I think I'm just like too nice of a person, and like I just like expect everyone to just kind of be like really like the same way, and like when people just like aren't like just a nice like kind person, it just kind of like throws me off. I don't know. Wasn't very helpful. Didn't really like teach us like how to do anything. And I wasn't the only one who was like this. Like, there's many other people who had many complaints the same way.
We're ahead, but stay alert. Marshall's people are no fools.
You finally got me. Yeah, there are those type of people. For sure.
Stand down, Crimson. We have what we came for.
Manager, I haven't even really like fully met yet. He's like having a knee replacement done right now, so I won't meet him for probably like 10 weeks. The food.
Me too. What are you most excited to do?
To eat food.
Like, what's like something that you're like, oh, that's actually gonna be like such a good memory? I really don't think about it as much as I do.
I don't know, probably going to the different islands. Like, actually, I don't know. I'm just like, I just have like the irrational fears of the ocean that like force me to like not want to think about it as much. But like I know like once like I'm actually doing it, I'll be good. But
I was actually talking to Cindy or Chloe last night, and I was like, I have never once thought about this before, and I was getting into a whole crazy topic about space and everything, and about how like the ocean just. I never thought about how honestly scary it is to just be on a mini city in the middle of the ocean with like so far away from land, you know?
yeah,
This thing is gonna be some fun right now. But I'm excited. Because like I'm not necessarily scared of anything going wrong. You know what I mean? Because like we're not gonna be sailing anywhere where we're gonna hit something that's gonna sink the ship, and you know what I mean? If something went wrong, like we're gonna get saved, and then we'll get free cruise out of it. You know what I mean? But I'm excited to watch movies, and eat the food, and go to the show.
yeah, it's pretty wild, Justin. But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited too for all that stuff. I'm just mostly excited about like the food. But yeah, you're right, Justin. We do know more about space than our oceans. crazy to think about.
Well, the topic I was getting on, something I think about sometimes, and it just hurts my brain, is how they say that the universe is infinite, and that just does not make sense to me. And I'm not a rocket science or like the smartest person ever, but there has to be a beginning and there has to be an end, because what is infinite? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how does never ending make sense? It just, my brain can't comprehend it. But then if there's a beginning and an end, there has to be something outside of that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just like it breaks my brain. But then I think about the ocean and how such a small percentage of it has been explored, and how there's animals down there that we don't even know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like a part of it is
Hard point.
This is just my brain being crazy.
Another day in paradise, Black Ops.
I don't know, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
But the ocean is a interesting place.
Hard point locked down.
Yeah, the ocean is honestly terrifying to me. I've always been scared
Hostiles
of it.
have the hard point. Hard point is secure.
But like, I have a bunch of irrational fears like that, like the ocean, like flying on a plane.
I understand flying on a plane.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
The worst part of your experience is going to have to be no.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Honestly, you're gonna have
Hard
to
point
fight.
identified.
You know what I mean? But in today's society,
You've fallen behind. Hard point locked down.
Yeah.
Hard point is
Yeah, that's
active.
why I'm not as scared.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Especially now, I would be a little scared to get on. I don't trust people, but I think we'll be fine on a cruise ship.
Hard point is secure.
Yeah.
Hard point located.
Well, they say it's like forever expanding, which is something that I think is like really hard to like comprehend.
That would make sense. Is if like
Hard point active.
expanding,
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
point.
Hard point locked down.
Every
Yeah.
it's like
Hostiles have the hard point.
right, like things like that. If it's constantly expanding, there's constant decisions being made.
Hard point is secure.
There's a universe that there's a you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That's why they say the whole multi-universe theory or whatever. That's an interesting one. I've never heard of that, Justin. You said to save the Earth, we have to bomb the seafloor. Explain the thinking on that one to me. I'd love to hear that. 'Cause I've never heard that one before. That's a new one to me.
like cause catastrophic tsunamis. You know what I mean?
Hard point is active. Hostiles have the hard point.
It's an interesting thought. And it's almost like
Hard point is secure.
opposite of everything else.
That's kind of how I am.
Growing up in school, like they always said aliens are real, and I was always like, that doesn't make sense. Because it's so big and we're real. There has to be something. I'm not going to.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point locked down.
And they're so nonchalant about it, like, oh yeah, like aliens are real, like we've seen them. And then I can go back to the Truman Show. That makes me scared.
Hard point located.
That movie's wild.
And it don't. Granted, he was but like,
Nice. We're pulling ahead. Hard point active. Hostiles have the hard point. Come on, you're losing this fight. Hardpoint is
Yeah.
secure.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that, like, I don't really want to, like, get political or anything like that, so I don't really want to talk about this, to be honest, but I just don't think that we're given a lot of truth, like, when it comes to, like, really anything, but that's all I'm going
Lead
to say.
guard.
Again, I'm not going to get super political, so...
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. It's getting first. Lost the advantage. Hardpoint identified.
I don't know. He just said that they want to bury a nuke or something like that. I've heard of them talking about nuking, Mars,
Hardpoint is active.
the polar caps on, like, Mars to try to, like, I think it was, like, to try to create
Hostiles have the
a,
hardpoint. Hardpoint
to
is
try to
secure.
create, like, an atmosphere on Mars and try to, like, melt, like, the ice caps, basically, to, like, try to create an ocean there.
Hostiles
I'm
have
getting
captured the
pooped on because
hardpoint.
I'm sitting here having, like, these deep conversations about this shit. I can't play Call of Duty. Like, I need to be playing Elden Ring to be able to talk about this kind of shit. That game I can, like, play on autopilot. Like, this game, like, I have to, like, sitting here, like,
Hardpoint locked down.
focusing really hard and, like, making good decisions at all times. I guess that's just like my excuse. Like, when I'm playing bad.
Hardpoint located.
I can't talk. What if I'm talking a robot?
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Yeah. Fortnite's the same way. It's like, I mean, this game's a whole lot more fast-paced, but I mean, even
Hardpoint is
Fortnite's really
secure.
fast-paced. I mean, there's really slow parts too, like when you're just looting and stuff like that. But like,
We've
when
taken
gunfights and
control.
shit like that, it gets going quick. This game is just like constant decision making. Yeah, I don't either, man, to be honest with you, because there's times when like I'm just sitting here and like I won't be saying anything because like I'm sitting there like, especially like, I mean, I can play Elden Ring a lot easier for the most part and like not really like worry about like not talking and stuff like that. But in this game, like it's hard. It's so hard. Because this game takes like all of my fucking brain capabilities. And even then, I'm not even good at the game. Like, I'd like to think I'm decent at it, but that's when I'm like using like all 10 of my brain cells.
You're good at it, but you are.
Yeah, for sure. But this game is definitely not a game that you can like take breaks from and like expect to come back and be good, because it's all about like your reaction time. I mean, Call of Duty is just all about like good decision making, basically. And that's all first person shooters are, really. And having really good awareness. The more you play first person shooters, like the better you are at like just like all of them, because it's like a lot of them are different, like Fortnite to this, but like there's a lot of things you can take from Fortnite or Call of Duty and take over to that game. And just having like the mechanics of like playing these games for like my whole life, like I can kind of like hop into most like shooters and be pretty decent at them. We're not dead, but
Hardpoint is secure.
I mean, I would, but the issue with Fortnite is I get copyrighted on it every time because of the music in it. I know, but if somebody else like comes and emotes around me, that's why I need to figure out how people stream Fortnite without getting copyrighted, because
Hardpoint locked down.
Well, you can't get copyrighted.
yeah, you can.
Hardpoint.
YouTube's a whole lot worse, or what's it called about it? They're different platforms.
Thank you.
Well, I tried looking into it. It's not as easy as just like the TikTok. I looked into
Hostiles
it.
have the hard point.
Yeah, that's
Hard point is active.
Yeah, but like,
Hostiles
I'm
have
just not a
captured the hard
TikTok
point.
person. Like, I'm just like you.
That's where the streamers are right now.
Hard point locked down.
The streamer. If you want to be a streamer, the place to be is probably like Twitch. I know that's I would.
Crimson's on their heels. Get them hard. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is secure.
What I saw, like someone on YouTube was saying, what you should do is you should stream on Twitch and then you should stream your POV, like your face, like on
Hard point
TikTok.
located.
I thought about maybe doing that, but again, like I'm just not. Like I like YouTube. I've always been on YouTube. YouTube is my favorite social media app. It's always been my favorite social media app.
Hard point active. Hostiles have captured the hard
Plus,
point.
YouTube doesn't take like once I actually, if I ever do start getting donations and stuff like that, they don't take as much from you as like Twitch and stuff like that.
Hard point locked down.
And again, I've just always, I mean, YouTube's just like kind of always been my shit. So.
Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is secure.
Yeah, I know, but like I think that they probably had
Hard point locked down. Bravo fucking.
I think they had their
Black
music
Ops.
turned all the way down because the same thing happened to me when I was playing 2K. I had to turn my music all the way down because I got copyrighted for playing 2K because of the music. But I mean, the only reason like I'm still going on like YouTube when I started because like I would have started on Twitch if I was starting brand new. Like, and I didn't actually have like already like 200 like I already had like 200 subscribers on YouTube when I first started. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing YouTube because I mean at this point I'm halfway to being monetized, and once I get monetized, like I can actually start like making money off my YouTube videos. So I still have to get 256 more followers, but which is definitely doable. Once I get my my mic, I'm gonna start like I have an idea as to like what I'm gonna do to start trying to like grow my channel more. I'm gonna go on because this is how I used to find groups to play ranked play on Call of Duty. There's an LFG which is like it's basically helps you find people to play with on the game. And I'm gonna go on there and I'm going to just like basically put like I'm gonna like get groups of people to play Call of Duty with, like public matches, like S&D or Search and Destroy. And then once they join me, I'm gonna get them to like I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of trolls, which that's fine, I don't really care. But I'm gonna try to get people to like come and watch my streams while playing with me and then subscribe to me, like doing it that way. Cause like that's a way I can like directly build my audience, but also I haven't even I've only posted my my streams to my Snapchat. I could post my streams to my Instagram, which I haven't done yet, and I'm still like kind of somewhat hesitant to do that because I'm not like embarrassed by my streams because I think my streams are good, but it's like my actual YouTube videos is what kind of embarrassed me a little bit because like I don't know, like literally I sat for probably like an hour and a half, not an hour and a half, more like an hour last night, like in my den, and I was just like sitting there talking into my iPhone, and I felt like such an idiot because I was trying to make like a commentary over like my gameplay, and I sit there and I get so in my head because like I'll stutter just a little bit or I'll say the wrong thing and then I have to fucking stop and restart and stop and restart, and it's so frustrating. Like it is so frustrating. And like I've tried it multiple ways. Like I've tried to write a script before and like I can't sit there and like look down and read from a script because like I feel like when I go off the top of my head, I'm more like creative and like I'm like better that way. But it's not easy to just sit there and talk for 10 minutes straight without stuttering or making a mistake or something like that. So, but I think once I get my mic in, I'll be a lot more. Not that, I mean, I don't know. It's not going to change anything really, because at the end of the day, I still stutter a little bit, and I'm still going to misspeak. So I'm still going to have to like do shit over and over again. But I think as I get like as I do it more, I'll just get like more confident, because that's ultimately what it is. It's like the confidence, and like my thing is like I'm sitting in there and I kind of like look over my shoulder because I don't want like Madison to walk in and like hear me like talking, like doing my like YouTube voice and shit like that. It just like embarrasses me kind of. So I don't know. I just get cringe, and like I love her and I know she loves me, and I know she doesn't judge me, but it wouldn't matter if it was her or God, my mom or whoever. Like I'm still like it's still something that like embarrasses me, like when I'm sitting there like talking like to myself basically. Like it just seems so cringy to me. I mean it's a lot different when I have it put together with a YouTube video. Like I don't care if she watches it then, but because there's like content there and it's like, oh, this is like an actual YouTube video. But when I'm sitting there in the room alone talking into my phone, like I feel like such an idiot. That's why sometimes I'll literally just go sit in my car to do it. But like it's so hot now. I mean, I have AC in my car, but it's just like it's still really fucking hot. It's like over 100 degrees in my car easily. But like when you have the AC on, it definitely cools it down. But like I mean, the sun is still beaming down. So, oh, Justin, you might like this. Since I got you in my stream, I was actually gonna try this out tonight. I'll play it for the rest of my stream. I'm only gonna probably stream for another 30 more minutes. Maybe not even that long. I got a old Xbox 360 game. It's called Dante's Inferno. If you've ever heard about it, it's like it's an old poem, and I forget like what the term is called. But anyways, it's like an old book type of thing from a long time ago, and it's basically about like if you know about the Divine Comedy, it's basically a poem slash like book type of thing from a long time ago, and it's basically like depicts like what hell would actually like be like. Huh?
How many levels? 7 or 9?
It's the 8 levels, or it's either 7 or 8, but it's like the 8 like rings of hell basically, and it kind of like depicts like what hell would be like in real life basically. But this is like a video game version of it, and you basically are Dante, and your wife gets taken by the devil, and you have to literally go to hell and save her. It's pretty crazy. But throughout the game, like it's telling like a story as like the sins that like your guy has like committed and stuff like that. And it tells like a really cool story. I played it a long time ago when I was like, younger, but you might find this interesting, Justin. Storage profile can't connect to what the fuck. Yeah, there's like a little there's an animated version of it. And then there's also the, if you can read the... This is a whole lot more, like, juiced up to be more kind of, like, fun or cool, I guess, versus, like, the actual, well, I'm gonna look it up so I actually know what the correct terminology is. What is the Divine Comedy? It's an epic poem. I knew I was somewhat right. But it's a whole lot more like boring in that, because there's like a couple like versions of, I don't want to say boring, it's a big piece of history, but this is like basically like an anime version of it. But they do have an anime of the actual like story too. You can watch. I watched it with my buddy Travis.
At the
a long time ago.
midpoint on the journey of life, I found myself in a dark forest with a clear path.
But it's cool. You fight a bunch of bosses, and at the end, you fight Lucifer. It's kind of crazy. Skip this. I don't know why it's not letting me sign in. That's kind of concerning. Like, to play this game, you have to be on Xbox 360. It's like a, forget what it's called. I don't know. There's a term for it. But like my Xbox basically is like acting like
What
it's an
kind of
Xbox
men locks up
360.
helpless women? There will be a day of reckoning, Crusader!
My family, my
It's not letting me
baby's
sign into my
gone!
profile on the Xbox 360. I wish I could skip this. X is the time.
Take our daughters!
Kind of cool. I know that there's a fight the Grim Reaper and take his sight. There's a button down.
We will string you up by your heels!
I don't like the newer ones as much. I know they're really good games. Oh, I love the double jump. He got me. There he is. The Grim Reaper.
Your fate is decided.
Dante.
Everlasting damnation for your sins.
But that's not possible. The bishop assured us.
Come, face eternity.
It's basically telling me that I
You'll
have
be
to kill
joined
him.
by those whose lives you have ruined.
But I tell him
whose
no.
souls you have damned.
I'll take his fucking scythe from him.
I will not let my sins damn those dear to me. I will redeem myself. Mortal, you are mine. No one can cheat death.
Tough. Probably should just played it
Your soul is mine.
See that button matching?
Dare you resist?
Over Elden Ring now.
You think you can cheat death?
Rock is just I can't even see myself.
You cannot win this. Your time has come. Impossible.
Oh, it took his fucking side from him. Yeah, get your ass on the left, boy. Yeah, shit.
Back away.
Weapon now. Get your ass.
Help me.
Go to hell. I'm going to hell too, I guess. Florence, Italy.
The bishop said our cause was holy. Holy had nothing to do with it. After 3 years of the cold hatred with which that savage war fed itself, I longed for the warmth of my devoted Beatrice, for the chance to redeem the past,
I don't think so.
to start again.
I am gonna go beat the devil's ass though, because he's trying to take my my lady friend.
No.
I don't like that I can't skip this. They just got titty on the screen. This can't be YouTube friendly.
Beatrice?
I told him you would come for me.
Beatrice!
I have to go with him, my love. I gave my word.
Beatrice!
Yeah, I hope we don't get banned too. That really sucks. Could you imagine? I don't think I will, because I just saw that there's a bunch of said you're doing watercolor. Probably gonna get off here soon. So I get that smell. It's like PTSD from the hospital.
Why, Dante? Why did you break your promise?
I don't understand!
I suppose. Oh man, why they gotta put titty on the screen?
The beast has turned me back. Help me before my pulse and veins tremble. By all that is holy, I vow to forsake all pleasures of the flesh until I return from this noble crusade.
See, this is gonna piss me off.
I
I don't
gave
want to sit here
myself
through
to
these
you because I
cutscenes. Like,
know
I'm so
you will
impatient.
be faithful to our love.
Mercenaries of Florentina, in payment for taking the cross to reclaim the Holy Land, your immaculate father hereby absolves you of all your sins.
It does kind of sound like it's not really
Dante, don't give up. If you love
Dante,
me,
don't
you
give
won't
up.
give up.
Don't give up. Dante. Well, I like to think I would, but I don't know if I could take on any of these monsters.
Have pity on me, whatever you are.
A lady called. I prayed for her to command me.
Beatrice.
I fear my friend has gone astray, she said.
Help him, Virgil, so that he may come to me. I am Beatrice, and when I am finally before my lord, I will praise you to him.
Poet, I beg you, give me strength. I will deliver her from this fate, whatever the cost.
Probably somewhere in Georgia, so that we can just like get it and return it with the name. So the girl's gonna wear in black Texas.
Okay. There we go. To the abyss. To another world.
Into the blind world we have now descended.
Into the
Put all
blind
fear
world
and
we have now
cowardice
descended.
aside. We have come to the cliffs above Acheron. Wretched souls walk this tortured path to board
Wretched
Charon's
souls walk
vessel.
this tortured path. I could be this guy's voice actor, if we're being honest here. I feel like I'd be a good voice actor. Well, you're supposed to say yes. Justin, what do you think? You think I sounded at all like him? Be honest. Shores of Acheron. We made it. This is where we're vacationing to. Hell. Oh, you really think so, buddy? I appreciate that. Oh, what the hell? The first time I died, leave me alone, fellas, please. Give me some damn space. She's crying. Of course, I have no idea what this fucking happened. Hey, get you some of that. Oh, he killed me. Where's it gonna reset? Okay. And I still have
Where are we going?
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I don't understand.
Where are we going? Ooh, saw that wombo? Oh, we got away. I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I heard him. That's killed his cousin. Killed his cousin.
All souls that die from every
All
nation
souls
collect
die.
here as one. Charon's rough crossing awaits those who did not fear the Lord.
Something about a double jump. Makes me You know the guy from Duck Dynasty, Phil, passed away? You know the grandfather from Duck Dynasty passed away? Sad. Danny watched it we watched it a bunch when it first came out.
Damned a virtuous man to
Pontius
the cross.
Pilate. Oh, hell no. You going to hell. You killed Jesus Christ, brother.
Another wasted soul.
Another wasted soul. We want to up this. That's right. See, because it's not letting me sign in, it's not going to save my progress. So I'm like, I'm actually enjoying playing this.
I vow to forsake all pleasures
I don't
of
want
the
to get on
flesh
tomorrow and
till
then
I
have to like
return
redo
from
all
this
this
noble
shit.
crusade.
It's like I feel like this is like a waste of time.
I gave myself to you because I know you will be faithful to our love.
You should have been true to this sweet young thing. Instead, it's me who gets the
Look at you, Madison.
Let her go. She's innocent.
Not for long.
You're Beatrice.
I belong to him now.
Yeah, that's why I was
You've
saying
only
this
yourself
isn't
to
good.
blame. Holy warrior. You don't deserve such a
I couldn't
faithful,
speedrun this whole game, dude.
pious young lady.
I'm trying to get to like the first boss fight. Isn't just like a button church, so it's like you just fight constantly. It's this little dude's still the hell out of me. Well, there's three of them now,
do not hope to ever see paradise. You there, stand aside from those that are dead.
Where is Beatrice?
We all know the fuck this is.
Foolish wager.
Take me to her! My life, my soul for her
My
return!
life, my soul.
You fool. Those belong to us already. Now the final crossing.
Release me!
What is this place? I led a holy life!
This game's been
Now I bury you into the fire, the cold, the eternal, everlasting darkness.
Gods who rule the earth below, I seek Eurydice. I was born not my gift of music could not save you.
here. I was like a kid. I was legitimately stuck on this part for probably like 30 minutes trying to figure this shit out. I was so stupid. It's such a there's like
Proceed in silence, my wife. We're almost there. Restore her to life or take us both in death. Said at last farewell. And she was the term of life. She will rightly be yours. Love is in all power. Well above. I only wanted to make sure she was following me. I will sing your cruelty to the rocks and mountains.
I have to get up there.
Mortals and wild beasts alike are tempered by my songs. Your immaculate father hereby absolves you of all your sin.
Is it true he can absolve our sins without confession?
Would a bishop lie?
Promise me, you will protect Francesco. You will protect Francesco. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me.
I will protect your brother like he is my own.
Gods who rule the earth below, I seek you. No happy omens. Don't make me go back alone. happy.
We'll let you live, buddy. Playing Guitar Hero, but like the Heaven and Hell version of it. Oh well, could have done better. Amen. It's like kind of scary again.
circles of hell.
Oh, all right. Well, I think that's it for me tonight. I can't do this anymore. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. All right, Justin. I'll see you, man. Take it easy. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so probably be doing Father's Day stuff. But I'm gonna have my mic tomorrow, so I'm gonna try it out tomorrow night. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll be streaming tomorrow night. So keep an eye out for that. Um, anyways, peace. Take it easy. I'll see you later.